what is up, Central New York? It's Harrison Singer. I'm here with Jamie Kreinsis and a very, very, very special guest,
what's up, man?
Nohaj Vegas.
Nohaj Vegas is in the building, man. Mr. Syracuse Story, Mr. Viral. Bow.
Bow, man. We got a guest and a half for y'all tonight. Nohaj is a local, from Auburn, right? We should
Yes,
say,
sir.
right? But a local
Yes, sir.
talent nonetheless. And I mean, this man can take it to a microphone like it is no one's business. We had the freestyle with him right before the interview. You'll see that up on the feed.
That's a fact.
And I mean, Nohaj, how's it going, my man?
Man, I'm doing good. First off, I just want to say free Frankie, man. Free my brother, RP Tata, Jimmy, Tommy, RP Oya, man. Putting it on my back. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing. I want to say, like, I love Syracuse. I love Olia. I'm from Auburn, and I'm from Syracuse. So I want to hold that down, letting everybody know that I'm not here to disappoint.
Repping two cities.
Fact.
Respect. So, yeah, I mean, I guess first thing I'll ask, with that being said, repping two cities and everything, where's the whole story, from bouncing back and forth?
Well, I was little. My dad's from Syracuse, you know what I'm saying? Little bad self. He's from Syracuse. My uncle introduced my mom to my pops. So, my dad was always coming out there to see my mom, make sure she was good and all that before he got locked up. I was born in Auburn, you know what I'm saying? In Auburn, New York. That's where I was born at. But I'm from Syracuse. Like I was raised in Syracuse and Auburn. I was transitioning, back and forth.
Sure.
I always admired both cities. So I can't really pick a hometown.
I won't ask you to pick a favorite. I won't do that to you.
No, I'm not saying that. It's just like it's just love. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
When I go back and forth, it's just like I don't feel no different type of energy. I don't feel no shift. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I appreciate about that.
That's great. That's great that you can have that in both places, right? So
that's a fact.
Yeah, so I guess let's talk first about the music and all that. So you got tape that just dropped, and I mean you're making moves out here. So I guess
it's like sometimes it's a lot. Cause I'm not gonna lie, cause like I got a whole team. Like shout out Vegas Gang, my boy. Free my brother Frank. I got Sassus, that's my boy. I got my producer Mellow Thumb VGE, that's my boy. So basically I just wanna I just wanna sound different. So in that process, it's a lot, cause being original is not easy these days. You got people that want to, my favorite rapper is him, so I want to sound like him, or I want to, put my sound to sound like him. I can't be like that, so, I'm definitely just, anytime I come into a beat, it's going to be different. It ain't going to be the same.
You showed us that before the show, no doubt.
That's a fact. Yeah, y'all going to see that too.
Oh, yeah, look out for that. Look out for that, as we do with our guests on The Juice, and they can spit. We bring them in, and we watch and...
Yeah, I'm not trying to be trash. I was going to come up here and, I'm not even going to lie. Some of the people that was up here, I was like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say names, though. Nohaj, bro. That's it.
Brings the heat. Absolutely.
That's a fact.
Absolutely. So I guess last song that I've heard from you, and I've heard, my fair share for sure, Syracuse Story. Got to talk about that. So, I mean, that's you really... chronicling what's going on.
That was like a lot of, I lost a lot of people. And it's like a lot of people in that song, I didn't even get the name yet because as I was putting out that song, people was dying too. So it's like, man, like, I didn't even want to, like, I'm not the type of person I want to put somebody in a song just because they passed away. It's like, it's coming from hurt.
Right.
Like, I miss them. You know what I'm saying? Some of these boys, I didn't even get to go to their funerals and pay my last respect. So it's like, that's eating me. I'm still living with that, So Syracuse Story was coming from that. My dad passed away. I was a young dude. I was thinking about it. It was like a couple months before my daughter was born. My first daughter, Nesme, shout out. Daddy love you. Before that, before she was born, you know what I'm saying? I was like writing about that. You know what I'm saying? And it caught me because I was doing it off of my little phone. Like I don't got the phone on me, but it was like my little phone, and it was old. So it was something I was really thinking about. And then when I put it out, I engineered everything by myself. I put it up there.
Damn.
It was different, bro. Like I put that out, and then like it was like, yeah, this is the one, because it went from 1K to 8K. I was like, okay, and then it went to 8K to 16K. I was like, nah, son, I didn't believe it. And then, like, right now, it's at 445K right now. So I'm like, thank God. Kanye West, he liked it on Twitter. Famous Dex, my brother. Famous Dex. Listen, let me talk about that. Famous Dex. He was doing real bad back in the day. Like, he was doing everything. Like, he was off of what he was off of. That's my brother, because he got through that. He found God. He got through that. My brother, Famous Dex, he stumbled across that. He was like, that just came up in my my SoundCloud or whatever. And once it came up in like the SoundCloud, he like basically he reposted it like on his. So after that, I was like, all right, bet. So that's what we're gonna do. you know, we gonna build like a business relationship. So I wasn't even trying to look for like no clout or nothing. That was like my boy. So even today, he still reach out. He mess with me.
That's you. You heard that, man. Famous Dex, rocking with Famous Dex. And I remember there were a lot of people that I spoke to, you know, a little concerned, you know, as far as what was going on at the time for him, because big fans of his music and everything. So it has been good to see that, you know, for sure. But that's definitely a big, gotta show some love, and not the only one, though.
He got a song with me now, bro. So he reached out. He definitely reached out. Yeah,
absolutely. So another guy too, though, more local, that has definitely shown you some love, right? Is Benny the Butcher.
Yeah, Benny the Butcher. That's my boy. Oh, so the funny part about that is my boy Benny. He was like, he came into the talent show. He was like type drunk and all of that.
Hey.
And I'm like, you know, you good? Like he was like sobering up and all of that. So he was good. Like he came in, like he was like, I gotta talk to you later. I'm like, all right, bet. So you know, cause I wasn't looking out for him. I know, you know, no fan stuff. I was just looking out for him because like he was like type saucy and all that. So I was just like talking to him and all of that. So he sobered up and all of that. And then it was gonna be our part to go up, but the DJ tried pulling some corn junk. He didn't let us perform. Like the DJ that was there, he didn't let us perform for him. So Benny came up, right? Benny came up and was talking to me or whatever. Like he pulled me to the side and I was talking to him. I took the picture. That's how I got the flick with him. I took the picture.
Right.
He was like,
IGS, yeah.
He was like, yo, next time, like we got a show, you're gonna go up first. Like I want to see what you could do. And I'll freestyle for him. He was like, yo, get that man a contract.
Absolutely.
And I'm just like, don't say that. Like if you know, don't say that. Just trying to gas me. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like I really want to do, you know what I'm saying? I want to pursue this like for real. I want to do this. Like I take music serious.
Absolutely.
So basically, he started showing love. Like he messed with me on IG and everything. He sent a couple likes to me and everything. So everybody just staying in touch. So I just really want to use all of them like famous people as like a leverage to get up in there.
Absolutely. No, but you know, it's good to have those people right in your corner. But you'll be doing your thing, you know, for real. And one of those things is starting Vegas Gang, or you know, a group of rappers that, I mean, definitely take hard to the microphone. And talk to me about how that came to be.
Man, my dad passed away in 2012. Like that, it changed a whole lot because like I was like doing music and I was like freestyling around Auburn, but I didn't really have like, you know, that purpose to like, you know, really, you know, I was messing around doing it. My dad died. I was like, man, like I was 16, so I was like, man, like. That was all like, that was different. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe like none of that happened and all of that. And it was like, it really kind of put me on a setback as far as like what we was actually going to be, you know, what we was going to be doing.
Yeah.
So after that, you know, I had to think about, you know, if I was just going to be doing music anymore or I was just going to let the depression like take over basically. So I started doing music again. I started getting like real serious. I made Vegas Gang in like September of 2012. Like after my dad passed away, I want to say September 29th, 2012. After my dad passed away, because I went to the funeral and everything, and I'm like, man, I got to think about it, because me and my brother was talking. We like, yo, we got to take this music more serious. So I started like more of like a memorial. You know what I'm saying? Like more of like a brand, like make his name live long. So
there's Garcia Vegas.
Yeah. So Garcia Vegas, man, turned
and then
up.
Carrie Legacy, yeah.
Voice Pen, man, that's my pops. So ever since he died, I started taking, you know, everything more serious. The videos, the music. I started pumping out everything. So all of this is for him, bro. Basically.
Absolutely. So speaking of videos, talk to me about that upcoming video.
The new video that we got coming out. I got a video with Pop Smoke director. It's gonna be to military ops, and then I want to do Meet the Woo and Welcome to the Party remix video. I want to get all of that done. So we've been talking about a whole lot. You know, Gotti is my boy. Shout out Brooklyn. Shout out the whole New York City. Like, shout out everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Long Island. My boy right here from Long Island. Shout out everybody, bro. You feel me?
Jamie.
Like, I'm showing love to everybody, bro. Shout out the whole upstate. But we really gonna get this, like, New York as a whole. I feel like if we just start picking each other up more and stop judging on what we doing, we could definitely work together more. And I think that's what Gotti did with me. So this video gonna come together out of love, and it's only gonna be $600. So I'm on that.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Well,
Gotta spend.
That's great. So, I mean, I'm trying to harp on the music or anything, because we're definitely out here, and we will get to know you as a person too.
We can talk about that.
But I mean, before we dive into the nitty gritty and everything, I mean, you've gotten love too from Boy Wonder as well. Not Sorry. Yeah. That video.
He posted Not Sorry. Boy Wonder and Mark Digital. They got 330,000 views as we speak right now. So I got 330,000 with my boy, with my brother, my blood brother, my mom's son, Free VG Frankie. Like I keep saying, Free Frank. Free Frank, everybody. You know, say the whole same thing, Free Frank. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy. So it's like, once my little brother get out, I'm going to start taking it more serious. So, you know, Benny got something on the table. I ain't going to really speak too much, but you know what I'm saying? I want to wait till my brother get out.
Absolutely. So yeah, I don't want to, go into as much depth as you want to hear, but recently we had a an interview scheduled that, the day before, right? Obviously, we had to postpone, but I would have done the same thing. It's like the day before, you were, burying a very close person to you.
Yeah, my brother VJ.
Yeah. So
RP my brother. Yeah, it's like that was unexpected, man. So it's like, RP my brother, bro. That really did hit me different. Like, as far as like deaths and all of that, that was different. That's my older brother. Like, and he's my dad's junior, so it's like basically like Garcia Vegas Jr. type. So it's like that was crazy. So, as brothers, we always stuck together. It was always me, him, and my sister Viari before I found out I had any of my other siblings. And then when I found out I had my other siblings, we all got tight. So, we really like a little football team. We really, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was different. I'm going to miss my brother, though, bro. So all of this is going to be for him and my dad and everything, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to keep going crazy.
Yeah, no doubt. How have those experiences of loss, of any other hardship as well, like contributed to that music making and the place that you come from, when you're making songs?
Yeah, it's like basically like it's more of like when I go into my writing mode, that's already on my mind. Like right now, it's still on my mind. So it's like it's not hard to just pull out songs and just do what I got to do. It's just like when I feel like doing them, because it'd be like points of sadness where I don't feel like doing music. But,
sure.
I come up out of that, you know what I mean? It ain't gonna hold me forever.
Is music kind of a way to break out of it, too, you think? Yeah, I would think. Yeah, no doubt.
That's a fact.
Speaking on your dad, he left behind
a legacy.
I was just going to say that word, the legacy.
Yeah, he was, he was working with So Def, Interscope, all of that. Before he died, Interscope was looking at him. He was Soulja Boy's bodyguard.
Yeah, like Max B, right?
Max B. It's a whole bunch. It's a long list of names. My dad was doing a whole lot. Like his credits speak for themselves, man. So he been doing a whole lot. I'm just coming in and keeping that torch lit with my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The same thing. T.Y. Vegas, shout out to him. That's what I'm doing.
So we got T.Y. coming in the studio soon as well. We're looking forward to that. Whole lot of the city's finest, you can say, for sure.
Shout out him. I know he watching.
And keeping it in the fam, too. Your family has got a lot of ties to some significant historical figures as well, right?
Yeah, man. My family, shout out my auntie Paulette. Shout out the Johnsons and the Copes, Harriet Tubman's people. Shout out all of them. That's my
kind
babies.
Of a big
I love
deal.
all of them. I know, hold on. My auntie Paulette probably watching now. Shout out my auntie Paulette. I know she's going to be watching. I love you. So basically, they run the Equal Rights Center. They got the Harriet Tubman Church. Like they own all of that. If y'all come to Auburn, like matter of fact, if like y'all come take a tour, like, come out there with the cameras and all that, I'll take you to meet my family just to, put on your page and shit. I show love, bro. Like I will invite y'all to my family. My fam's like that. Like they run the Harriet Tubman Center. Like I said, they're rebuilding the church right now. It caught on fire. They like rebuilding it right now. They got their own like Harriet Tubman Drive. They run the Harriet Tubman home. Like she's buried in Auburn, right next to my grandpops. So that's my fam. Like we down there. You know what I'm saying? Like blood can't make us closer than what we is right now. So shout out to my auntie Paula and them for dealing with me when I was bad, when I was little. Shout out you. I love you.
And then so there's Harriet Tubman. There's those ties. And then there's, I guess, some Whitney Houston ties as well.
My grandmother's first cousin is Regina Jackson. Regina Jackson is Whitney Houston's first cousin. Like her mother's first cousin. So shout out my grandma Penny. I know she watching right now too. So shout out my grandma Penny. Shout out everybody in Auburn. Like I'm really putting on. I got like when I do this little documentary I got planned going on, I'm just gonna show y'all better than I could tell y'all. Like I got, you know what I'm saying? If I had everybody in here right now, they could vouch for me. I got Instagram messages and all of that, screenshots, whatever y'all want. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole lot of family, and I'm not asking to be born into stuff like this, but I was born into being blessed like that.
Yeah.
I got really like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like Harriet Tubman and the Johnsons and the Copes, like that's just a 1 in a million chance that could happen for me. It's a lot of people that don't even know where Harriet Tubman is buried at, and I could take y'all right to her family and where she buried. You feel me? So.
And not many people can say that, you know what I mean? So that's
but we got a big family in Auburn though. The Copes and the Johnsons, I could take you to meet a whole lot of them. They got some talent too. They do their thing.
Absolutely. Just everyone selectively in their own right, just making a difference, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Definitely easier,
Yeah, we got some church boys too. So it's
well,
not all,
music
not
comes
all
into
rappers.
play, right?
Yeah. They more with the pianos and the singing. Not me. I can't sing. If I sing, bro, you got to turn the whole radio interview off.
Yeah, that's funny. We won't make you do that though, but you definitely held it down with the bars beforehand though. So
Appreciate you.
Rap plenty well. But back to some other people within the music industry too. So one of the people that you said talking about the DMs on the phone and stuff like been in contact with is Cleo Bernard, right?
Yes.
Who is the mother
X's
of the
mom.
late XXXTentacion.
So basically, me and Miss Cleo, we was talking. I started off talking to her just like, you know, for comfort, like, oh, it's gonna be okay. I really feel like on that kind of level, I just connected with her because I have family members and stuff that passed away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like on that kind of level, I was just like one of those type of people to just, you know, be able to be able to talk to her about something like that. It was like kind of closure for me too, because I lost people like that. So it started off like that, and then she started talking to me more and more and more. You know what I'm saying? So she really started like reaching out, and then when I seen that she started the XXXTentacion Foundation, I'm like, yo, let me chip in. Let me chip in something. So made over 50,000.
It's amazing.
Doing a whole bunch of stuff, and it's like she gathered kids from all over America, and they was all putting in their 2 cents and everything. So we raised a lot of money, and it's like, you know, I'm proud of that. And it's like I was listening to X for a long time. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm just happy I could, you know, help out like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know him, but like everybody be talking about, especially Syracuse, my city always talk about everybody be showing fake love and all that. There's no such thing as fake love. If you feel like you had a good artist that you mess with, if you feel like you love somebody and they in your own way, or if you feel like their music helped you in their own way, show some love to them. You ain't got it. That's not no fake love. We need more love in the world anyway. So shout out to Cleo for reaching out to me. I'm just a broke Auburn kid. You know, shout out to Cleo for doing that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. No, they've done some great things with XXXTentacion Foundation. Like, so if I'm correct, like, I think they were putting like one or a few kids to like college and doing just
she paying
tremendous
tuitions
things.
and everything.
Yeah.
She doing it.
That's great. That's great. I'm hoping that, you know, all goes well with the ongoing dispute that is going down. I was checking the news yesterday that there's like a dispute over the late ex's estate, and it just stinks to see. But
all that is just like, it's stuff like that's really unfortunate. You know, if he was here, it would be different. You know
absolutely. So taking it back old school a little bit, because they're going to see on the freestyle you spat to some old school beats as well.
I love it. I love the old school. I'm a 90s kid, man.
Absolutely.
96.
I just made the cut at 99, so it's like I get to, even though like it's not like real
we really
claim
2000
that,
kids.
But
we 2000s kids with a 90s inspiration.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because we was born in 96, so we just like, you know, we just getting by with that. But
especially if
I'm
you're like,
beefing with y'all 80s. Y'all 80s,
80s
born,
yeah,
89, 88. I'm beefing with y'all. Y'all got to see that. I'm beefing. I wish I could have seen Tupac.
I was gonna say that was like that's like my biggest thing is like, dang, he passed 3 years and change before I was, you know, here. So it's just like I missed the cut by a little bit.
Yeah, me too, man.
But yeah, we do our homework, so
we definitely do.
It's easy to respect that. But speaking of, that leads right into my next question actually, because I was gonna say those 90s inspirations. You know, you told me beforehand. There's Biggie, there's Nas, there's Tupac. Obviously, there's some other new school. X was one of them. Mac Miller, Juice WRLD, A$AP Rocky. But for a second, you know, I want to focus on those old school guys. So it's like
old school. I love them. Shout out to old school. I'm gonna actually name like all of them because I got Eminem, I got Biggie, Tupac, I got Nas, I got who else? DMX. Like I got a whole lot of old school like rap. I really mess with the old school. 50 Cent. Like I really mess with all the old school rappers. I love all of them. Like I really appreciate the old music. You know, I don't really do the mumble thing, but I salute.
There's
them
a lane
boys.
for everything. Yeah,
I salute them
feel
boys.
you.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's a lane, but it's just like, you know, you can't really say that's hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
It's because genre. Yeah.
You know, that got to be its own genre because it can't be hip hop. Y'all just, you know, it's a difference in saying that you're a rapper. You can't say you're a rapper. We got to find a way to cut them
differentiate
out
all
of
that.
Yeah, we got to find a way to do that.
It's
they the
so funny
guests
to
in
say
hip hop.
that.
Everybody trying to talk about Eminem a guest in hip hop. He not. They the guest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It don't
so
matter about your
that.
skin color, about, you know, because Mac Miller, he nicer than half of the black dudes I be knowing. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, no, it's funny you said that. We've talked about literally on this show before how at this point, since it started, you know, in the late '80s with you know DJ Kool Herc and the house parties in the Bronx and everything, it's like we have now gone to a point where it's like you can't just sit here and make that statement of, oh, I don't like hip hop, because like there's so many different lanes, so many different. Yeah. It's not the same genre. It's not.
And you can't say like old heads are whack and old heads are this and that when they're the ones who made a way for y'all to come in this game like that.
So that's an interesting thing. Like now, like I guess switching to, let's talk about some current events type stuff. So all right, so I remember it being like a whole hot topic of conversation. Roddy Ricch was interviewing somewhere on a show like this, and he went out and said, "Look, this was after he dropped his album. The guys I take after is Future and Young Thug. I don't listen to Tupac, Biggie. Like, they died before I really was even like born. And I'm sitting here thinking like he's taking heat for it, and he's saying, or some other people saying like only old heads are gonna get mad about that. But I'm saying like, okay, you can respect Future and Young Thug because those are the people you grew up listening to. But at the same time, let's just not diminish, because like you said, those are the guys that helped pave the way for Future, Young Thug. Then them for you. It all goes back. So like we shouldn't be diminishing those guys' impact. So I'm curious to hear what you thought about that.
That's a fact. I feel like the Future and Young Thug thing, like, big ups to what they do, but they are a big reason why a lot of kids and everybody started doing that lean and everything. They made and I'm not one of those dudes who could just say that and be a biased dude. I was listening to them since they came out. Yeah. All Future did was talk about how lean made them feel good. They literally say perks make them feel like they floating, all of that. Yeah, Juice WRLD did
said that Future was the one who
exactly. And Future can't be mad. And Future, after Juice WRLD died, he said, "I'm sorry if I made them feel like that." But bro, it's like, it's too late. Like, you've been coming out since like 2010, 2011. He was really putting out a lot of music saying that, drugs was cool. I started smoking because of Lil Wayne, bro. Like, I started smoking because of Lil Wayne. Like, that song "Smoke That Kush," that's what made me start smoking. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was just describing how, smoking made him feel and all that. It was really like that. So when it comes to drugs and everything, they the ones who shouldn't be allowed to even be.
Yeah, they turned like hip-hop there.
That trap is garbage. Like, trap rap is garbage. It made mumble. The reason why these dudes are mumbling is because some of them is off of that. You know what I'm saying? They can't really talk right because they be off of that. So
no, it's
unfortunate,
interesting,
bro. I can't fall into that line, though.
Yeah, I feel like the spoken word thing, like, because that's what hip hop is, right? Like, the spoken word thing is people give or take, because some people make it stretch or whatnot, but like, it's speaking your reality. So I mean, like, when you hear that stuff come up, it's pretty direct. It's like direct from what they're living. So it's like it's just so bad to see. Yeah, like, people getting kind of passing, but not even just like passing away. It's like just kind of struggling a little bit, even if you're still around. It's like kind of like Juice WRLD was crying. I feel like some of the music were cries for help before he ended up passing. So like that was really, really tough to see. But
man, that Pilot, shout out to Pilot. He's a rat, bro. Ratted talking about Juice WRLD had all that stuff on. Juice WRLD had all that stuff on him and all of that, man. He was telling about how much Juice WRLD had on him, the amount of bud, all of that, man. I'm telling you, like, it's crazy. He snitched, basically. He told the feds what was about to happen, and instead of Juice WRLD like taking that charge, he just tried swallowing
that's what I've read. Yeah, he knew that he was gonna get locked up for.
But shout out to him, because he went out not ratting, he went out not snitching, not telling on nobody. He didn't go out like Tekashi, bro. Juice WRLD was a real dude who talked about real situations and tried putting the youth into, like,
absolutely,
opening their eyes and seeing that all of this stuff that they doing is not, like, not what it's hitting for. So shout out to Juice, bro. I really appreciate everything that he did for everybody in the music industry. It's crazy that he died like that.
No, it's really sad. It's really sad. A lot of, like, I hate when people, like, kind of group deaths like Juice WRLD and Mac Miller and Lil Peep with, like, the exes and the situations like that.
It's but their deaths were homicides. Like, Juice WRLD's death.
That's why I don't like it when like people compare it. Yeah,
facts. And Juice ain't even kill himself. Like, he just thought that it was gonna be able to take it because them perks. He used to taking them.
Right.
And it's sorry to say it like that, but
it was to get out of trouble.
Juice is cool peoples, bro. He used to taking them perks. Like, he used to it.
Right.
So he figured this ain't gonna be nothing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can hide these. Like, he probably knew he was gonna be messed up.
Right.
But I know my boys who take pills. You could take pills and throw them up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can stick your finger down your throat and throw up the pills. You know what I'm saying? So, he wasn't able to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, Mac Miller, that's a homicide. Like, his boy came through and gave him fentanyl with cocaine. It turned into a homicide case.
Right.
Lil Peep, that was a homicide case. The girl, trying to get acquitted of that and all of that, but she gave him fentanyl bars that tested positive.
I think that was out in Arizona or something. But I remember that being a whole...
bro. So it's like, these people are
Demi Lovato even in a whole different lane too.
Yeah,
like,
these people are set up for failure, bro.
Yeah.
They set up for failure with all of that. So, Demi Lovato, she got addicted because somebody forced her to. You know what I'm saying? So all of that is messing. If you're in the industry, just be careful. I'm not gonna be.
I heard stuff about, like, with Juice WRLD, like, Interscope, or I don't know, like if there's I don't want to say it was them, because it definitely might not have been them. It might have been someone else who was trying to get him and didn't, like, to sign. But like they'll hand stuff to aspiring rappers in like the interviews to get him to sign the label, you know what I mean, as incentive. So
Yeah,
that's,
you know
that's one of the
it don't matter
places
if it's like, you know, people from the label, they'll give you smoke. Like they don't even give you like pills or nothing. They'll hand you smoke, all of that.
Right.
Like, for the low.
It's like kind of a music industry version of golfing at this point, right?
Industry is evil, bro. I'm just trying to. I'm in here for the love. I'm trying to be independent, and I'm trying to get money off the shows and everything.
Yeah,
facts.
Anyway, so I gotta go out now outside music a bit. What are some things that Nohaj Vegas can be found doing?
Man, you can catch me at the house with my 2 babies, and in Infinity. Shout out to her, man. You can catch me doing, dad stuff, bro. Catch me rapping. Hustling, doing my thing, man. Not hustling in a bad way, but getting my music together. I make cover arts. I do all of that, bro. So I'm an all around ball player, bro. Basically.
Speaking of ball, I mean, you follow like any sports and stuff like that?
Yeah, I used to be the captain for the football team back in the day, like a long time ago, for like modified and JV.
Yeah.
I was up in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Number 38. Shout out to me, Auburn Maroons.
Yeah.
We beat Corcoran a couple times, so shout out Corcoran, shout out Henniger, shout out all of y'all. We beat y'all.
I mean, I guess as far as anything we haven't covered, so I guess is on a parting note per se. I mean, is there anything we haven't hit on that people kind of just got to know about you? Interesting fact.
Well, basically, I started doing music when I was like 6 years old. I was singing like when I was like 1, 2 years old. So I've been doing music for a long time. Honestly, I've been sticking to music. That's been like my outlet. It's a whole lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff that happened to me when I was a kid, when I was traumatic. So working with music, that was something I can, get out and do. So basically, music has been my outlet. Playing video games and all that, man. I still play PlayStation 4. Shout out everybody who plays Xbox.
PS5 coming out, I guess.
Yeah, facts. So if y'all listening to y'all Xbox, man, come on, man. Step y'all stuff up, man. For real, man.
Yeah. No, seriously. But I guess that's all we got for Nohaj Vegas. Came in, chopped it up.
Everybody go to my YouTube, Vegas Gang ENT. Go to my Instagram, Nohaj.Vegas. Go to my Facebook, Vegas Smith. Everybody go to everywhere and just type in Nohaj Vegas.
Some fire raps, fire content, you name it. And this interview, this freestyle, will be up at Z89 The Juice on Instagram. Find us, Z89 The Juice on YouTube. You better watch, because, I mean, this man went to town on some of those old school beats.
That's a fact.
Big drip. But yeah, you heard it here first, straight from Z89. We'll see you guys later.
Bow.
I got the juice.